Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently nearing the end of construction in this phase anyway. But we're certainly getting close to the end here. We do have this temple structure that's being built here. All of these guys are good to go. This down here, we're going to want to respec this castle a little bit, for sure. We're definitely going to want to do that. We've got an empty holding here that will become a temple. And this city holding is fine for the moment. Beautiful. We've got a bunch of holdings here being built, and we've got spots for a few additional. So let's kick on forward here. In general, we've got a lot of construction yet to do, but we're getting a lot closer. We might be able to get done with that this episode, or done-ish. We'll see. We need to extort our subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? So we're going to make everyone pay, and we're going to get 750 gold from that. That immediately allows us to construct a castle here. Wonderful. Both of these are constructing. No building slots here. This is constructing. We need, I think, a castle holding here. Yes, a castle holding here. But we can't build that until these two are done. Okay, we're full on building slots here. We're constructing a temple here. This needs a temple holding. Okay, so that is nearly every holding slot filled. We're not quite there yet, but we're certainly getting a lot closer. We've got this one down here as well, don't we? Yes, that's going to need to be a temple, so we can get that going. We just inherited this mosque, and we do not require this. So we will grant that out. Yeah, we don't need to respec that or anything. So that's all looking good. What do we have going on here? Children lack guardians. Our daughter can marry. I'm not too concerned about any of this right now. Yes, if we wanted to optimally play, we could definitely do that, but that's not really the goal here. What is this war? Claim on the Grand Emirate of Transoxania. Okay. Am I blind? Oh, it's over here. Yes, I am blind. Fantastic. So they've got like 5,000 troops in total. This guy should be fine. We shouldn't need to do anything. A shrine has been constructed down over in Tabala Hajaz. Where is that? Up over here? It's somewhere. It is certainly somewhere. Here. Okay. That needs to be granted out, but we are going to immediately begin construction on monasteries. Cool. And then we'll grant that out. There we go. No problem whatsoever there. Kept cooks in Waj. So that is, of course, up over here. We'll get that upgraded. That castle is now maxed for our current tech level. Beautiful. Benign liege. Ah, yes. We are very benign. This is definitely true. We have no designs on anyone whatsoever. Is this a risk worth taking? Yeah, actually it is. That development growth long-term will be nice. So we'll try that. Great return. Okay, beautiful. So we get inherited tactics here. Advantage +5 for knights, or commanders. Just a generic command advantage of +5. I like that a lot. And men-at-arms counter efficiency coming up. So that sounds good too. We'll grab inherited tactics, and then that'll lead into private army. We'll work our way through law as our other legacy. We usually don't get through more than about 2 of these. So that should be fine. Beautiful. Do we want to reform our culture for anything? Our amount of prestige right now is not really high enough to get away with doing this. I think for the moment, this is fine. We could switch off of Stoic into something like, say, Bellicose, which would be interesting. But this is very expensive, right? We just don't have the prestige for it at this moment. So I'm not too concerned about that. We are making 62.5 gold per month right now. We've definitely had some good returns on that. Ah, this guy just started upgrading shallow ore mines. That's absolutely fine. That is a thing that we don't have to do now. I like it. So that temple is going to need some additional construction for sure, as is this city here, but that's all looking fine. They went for desert agriculture. Yup. Completely okay. So the main thing that we need now, as far as getting additional holdings made, is constructing our castle holding here. Are we okay with our wife being our soulmate? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. There we go. So we found our soulmate. It is our wife. That's very convenient. And at this point, we need to let our 2 constructions here finish before we're eligible to build another castle. So we can't do anything else there. That's all looking good. This city we can definitely upgrade. Hang on a moment. We're being raided. This is ambitious. Can we win this with just our men-at-arms? I don't think so. So we'll just do something like this. Come on in, men-at-arms. Beautiful. In we go. 18 May. This will arrive when? 16 May. We actually want to let them finish this so that we get the 24 gold. Now we go in. Beautiful. Excellent. So there we go. And we actually got 90 total gold out of that. That's magnificent. We're going to disband these guys. Yeah, they'll take time to return home, but that's completely fine. We're above our domain limit right now. What changed here? Did we lose a wife? No. Did we get a title? Actually, yes, it's this castle. Okay, fantastic. So what do we want to put in here? Well, this castle is probably not really going to be focused on... Well, it is going to be a men-at-arms castle, isn't it? Basically, all of these do eventually have to be. I feel like. This one is planned to be spearmen. So maybe this should be a second cavalry location. The jousting grounds are this holding. Okay. Yeah, we could make this be a second cavalry location. So that would end up being hillside grazing lands to start with. But we need to grant this out for now. So we'll do that. It's not ideal, but it'll do for the moment. We do have 2 castles coming through here. We did just become obese. And we'll throw another feast. And another. And another. No, I'm actually just going to say I'm just as good as the rest. We actually want to be on stress level 1. That does boost up our income. So that'll be fine. This is the only holding we need to build at this moment. Yeah, that's literally the only one. 22 months and 3 years. Okay, that'll be a little bit of time yet. Do we have anywhere that's not constructing but can? That's the problem with starting it, kind of like getting this started, right? Once we get this all started and everything caught up, then when we upgrade to new levels, it's all good. But right now, the main problem is definitely the fact that I don't know which places are maxed out and which aren't. Which is sad. That is very sad. Most of them are currently maxed out. There's no doubt about that. This one's about to get there. Well, we'll just get this guilds upgraded anyway. We'll need another construction. I thought that was upgrading, but no, it was just building the one. That's fine. Cool. Well, we've got a lot of constructions going on here still. It looks like we don't really have anything to spend our cash on for this exact moment. What would we want to spend it on? Ultimately, there's not a... Well, actually, we can spend it on expanding our men-at-arms. And so we shall. So our bowmen are going to need a little bit more. But that did largely get these capped out. We'll need an additional month tick or 2 here. We became obese again. That's going to be a constant refrain here. It's going to be exciting. I'm interested in what's going on over here. Why are we currently negative on this? There's no excuse for this guy to be losing. And he's not, I think. We just need to let this siege finish. Does he really only have 1,500 troops? No, he has a lot more than that. Actually, this is us. Hang on. This guy. He has 2,000 troops. I was looking at ourselves. Okay. Well, do we want to actually help this guy? What is this Liberty War? Is this the same guy? It's the same guy. So he's now in 2 wars. Okay. I'm going to boost up our bowmen here. And now we're going to raise up troops over here, and we're actually going to go help them. Let's get out of this. That said, we are currently getting the bonus for being at war. So there's that. We're getting that from... What's that called? It's not in here. What am I talking about? It is in here. War Profiteer. That's what we're talking about. So I think we're going to want to... Well, who is the war leader here? This guy is the war leader. Okay. So we want to head up over here. 4,000 and 5,000 troops, respectively. So we don't need too much more than the, 11,000 that we're going to get from having our men-at-arms here. And we'll just head out. So off we go. We do get a stewardship perk. Do we want to take, say, Taxman, Cutting Cornerstones? Meritocracy? I think Divided Attention would be really good for us. Let's make our way down the Architect tree. And we could hold court, but we're not going to. Cool. We can definitely get a construction going here. I'd like to upgrade these Carvers Guilds, though. But that'll be expensive. Let's get the quarries going first. We can negotiate a few alliances, but I don't feel like that's necessary. Someone was trying to claim our throne. That's very rude. I recommend that they don't do that. 553 casualties to go through that. That seems okay. And this guy's up to 25% here. So we are going to make our way up here and win these 2 wars for this guy. Why not? Might as well. Now that we have maxed out... a single maxed out set of siege weapons. I mean, they're not fully reinforced yet, but we should be able to siege this quite quickly, in theory. And of course, we'll be able to resupply in the Allied territory, which will be up over here or down over here. Very awkward. Well, we'll just make our way through. That's a couple of mots finishing up there. We can also sell trivial titles, so we'll drop Writs of Honor. And we'll see what we end up getting out of that. But of course, we're going to need to construct something here. What would we want this to be? Spearmen, cavalry. Normally, I would go with siege after that. So maybe we should just focus this on generating levy troops. That would mean like barracks and militia camps. Seems okay. We'll need to grant these out. Like so. There we go. No problem there. This guy wants to purchase a truce. Do we want 500 gold in exchange for this guy getting a hook? What's the worst that he can do? Contract negotiations. That's the worst that he can do. We'll do it. I don't like it. We would get a truce with this guy. Or do we plan to attack him anytime soon? Probably not. We'll accept that for gold as well. And what are we going to spend that gold on? Well, we have a lot of construction to do eventually. We're going to need to build here a stables. So we'll get that going. That looks good. Really? This guy's got another war going on here? Okay. Well, we're about to show up over here. This is all in the same area for the same guy. A village center was just constructed, and that, of course, means that we need to find it. Where is it? Is that you? Yes. Beautiful. So we would immediately want to put in guilds here. Excellent. We became obese. That's going to keep happening. 1.6 per day. That's definitely a little on the slow side. We don't have a siege commander here, I bet. Yeah, this guy should go in. That will boost this up somewhat. 1.7 per day. And more importantly, the siege events are faster. Levying grounds constructed in Waj. So we should head back down over here and continue. That's maxed out. Never mind. We don't need to build anything at all there. We do have additional castles being worked on here. This is 7 months away from finishing before we can build our castle here. So that's all looking fine. This temple does need a construction. And what would we go for? Quarries? Quarries. Cool. Okay, that all looks good. We have a breach here. We could assault this fort. I don't think it's worthwhile, though. We've got 4 months left on this siege. Our siege defense are in 8 days. We've got a large breach now. Actually, this is a lot safer at this moment. 8 days? Do it. We're now known as the Jolly. Okay, cool. So that's under our control. Next. Okay. Who is this war leader? He is up over here. Are there any war leaders that are near us? There's this guy here. He's kind of close. He's up over there as well. Okay. We'll head up over this direction and look to fight this guy. We've sieged down his capital. And Defender controls war target here. So this war should be reasonably fine. We'll head up over here and look to fight this guy. And hopefully end that war. In the meantime, we're heading this direction to deal with these guys, right? This battle is not good for our ally. That's for sure. But we're going to head on up there. We're just a little late to get there. At this point, this guy would actually be a good steward. So we'll put him in. Shrine constructed out over here. Okay. So we're going to need to create a monastery there. And we'll grant that out. Beautiful. So from here, we're just going to go up here and fight this guy. That's going to be worth, what, probably 50%. Plus if we capture anybody important. Do I care about this marriage? Not really, but we might as well get our daughter married, I suppose. Sure. Seems fine. So we win this battle, obviously. That was always going to happen. Okay. That actually won us a decent amount of overall war score. This guy's in retreat at this moment. I'm thinking right now about supplies. Let's move up to here, and then we're going to split and do a quick resupply. So these guys are going to move here. These guys are going to remain mostly where they are, but we're going to actually split them again. And we're just going to resupply like so. These guys are on their way over this way. Ticking here is reasonable. This war is slightly awkward. But let's get these guys resupplied for, I think, 1 additional month tick here. Cool. Now we're going to group up over here. And I would love to come attack here. We'll get some attrition there. Is that this war leader? Yes, that is this war leader. So we're going to go hit that. That should be okay. What is this crusade? For the Kingdom of Jerusalem? I don't think we exactly care about that. We will eventually. Hang on. Do we have anything in the Kingdom of Jerusalem? We actually don't. Okay, cool. So we're not too concerned about that. We will be concerned eventually, to be clear. But right now, not so much. I want to fight these guys. Beautiful. This war's over. So that looks good. Next up is this one. We need to chase down this fine gentleman here. So we'll make our way down there. Hopefully the AI will enforce demands here. Okay, so they did. Excellent. These guys were heavily damaged, but they are coming back over and sieging here. We'll see if our ally is able to stop that. But with the ticking war score, for the time being, we're okay here. And then we'll have to make our way around and then over. We'll probably not get there before that siege happens. We have no leadership here. We'll put this guy in for the time being. This guy became our Amala. Okay, that's a good use of his hook. I don't care about that. So we will put this guy in as our marshal. We do need a new spy master, that means, and that would be this guy. He's not good at the job, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to look to catch these guys down here. Hopefully we do. We finished up a Mott, so we should definitely get that constructing and handing out. Where was that? That would be this guy. Okay. So once again, I think I'm just going to put in a barracks here. We're just targeting getting levy troops out of it. That's the whole thing for the moment. And we do need to grant that out. There we go. We can also extort subjects. We don't really need to, but we can. So we're moving in down over here. Don't worry, I'll have everyone pay. And we're looking to catch this guy down here. And it looks like we're going to catch him here. Beautiful. Now, these guys did finish their siege. So that is painful. But we eliminate this force. That should probably get stack wiped. Maybe that wasn't quite fast enough. But that still gets us good progress. Now we're going to make our way up over here. It'll take us 5 months to get there. And hey, we just discovered household soldiers. Okay, that was what was being exposed, correct? Yes, that was not our fascination. Our exposure is now going to communal government. That's okay. It's not great. We'll accept it. This does, of course, mean that we can bump all of these up in size by a significant amount. We can also get that unit of spearmen now. So I would definitely like to get these pikemen, and we'll create them. There we go. And we want to station those up here in Awaj. There we go. And we'll bump those straight on up to size 10 with all of the gold that we have on hand. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm really leaning towards a unit of cavalry and then 2 more siege weapons is what I'm thinking right now. So we're going to head on up over this way. Are we going to get there before this siege happens? Possibly. It'll be around the same time. But we need to take back that capital. Taking back the capital and winning this battle will likely end this war. Actually, we're going to catch this guy again. That's actually pretty funny. I didn't expect that. But sure. We'll grab defensive measures here. Fort level +1 is always nice. Okay, so we actually captured him. That war's over. Beautiful. Now we're coming up over this direction. We did just inherit this mosque, and we need to hand that out. Okay. So that's fine. I would like to check through some of these newer holdings. Yeah, this one definitely needs... like, a monastery here would be fine. This is a temple holding as well, so a monastery here looks good. Anything else that needs to be done? We can upgrade this guild. This castle holding actually can happen, but are there any other constructions we want to do first? Let's just check through real quickly. The trade port is fine. And then from there, we're out of cash. So that'll do for the moment. We're going to catch these guys right here. This war is going to be over very shortly as well. Beautiful. So that's some stack wipes. And we're just going to siege this. We just gained 300 gold, actually. We should come over this direction and start constructing that castle holding. Cool. That's our final holding there. I mean, we're going to make more, but that's our final holding within our personal territory. Cool. So we'll siege down this fort. Do you have any siege weapons? He does, actually. Hopefully he brings them in. He's kind of not. That's okay. This will be done in 3 months. just getting the ticking war score back will likely end this. Or, I don't know that it'll end it. It'll be close. It'll definitely be close. Okay, it did end it. Beautiful. So we just wait for them to actually end it. Any moment now, AI. There you go. Cool. Now we disband our troops. That was quite a mess that he got himself into. Luckily, we were able to get him out. So that is fantastic. We will definitely get these ransoms. Cool. Any other constructions that we want to be doing? This castle could get a construction. That's definitely a thing we can do. There are some going to be finishing up here, but this is quite necessary. So I believe we mentioned that it was going to be militia camps because we're targeting the levy count. That said, stables are the same levy count. 625 in total. Okay. It is the same levy count. We'll put in the militia camps for now. We can change it later if we decide to. It's not like we're going to be short on cash, right? We can upgrade this and grant it right on out. We're already working on it when we inherited it. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to max out, I think. I think it's safe to say we're going to max out every structure within our personal realm here. Or very close to it. This one here, this castle, will require some rework. We might not get to that exactly, but we're going to be making some solid progress on our realm. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.